We have to do for this world. What is needed to be done for this world? People talk of peace, this, that. There's no need to do anything. It's just you become a personality of that kind. You emit peace, you emit love, you emit joy to others. Now this power is within you because it is built in, is within you. It is in a potential form in every person. Only thing, it has to be brought out. Now, with affection, you may not, but with love and feeling, that is innate within you. Because there are no words for such subtle things that are within yourself. Because so far people don't know what are these things that make you feel oneness with others. All this can happen to you very easily when you understand that you are not this mind, you are not this body, you are not this attention, you are the spirit. Then you introspect, am I the spirit? All right, if I am the spirit, what am I doing? Once you become the spirit, then you feel, why not others? Out of love and compassion, not for becoming some leaders or anything, just out of love. If I am that, why not make others like that? And that is how Sahaja Yoga has spread so much. And we have such gems of people, such beautiful people, that I really never expected so much to happen in my lifetime. It has never happened with any saint, any incarnation, any prophet. So now what you have to become. In Gita, Sri Krishna has said, Atmanne Atmane Sushta. Means the spirit gets satisfied by itself. Isn't it very difficult thing to understand? How can the spirit be satisfied by itself? But now you can understand what Sri Krishna said, that your own spirit becomes satisfied with itself. Then it doesn't require any other satisfaction. You seek the comfort of your spirit, you seek the joy of your spirit, you seek the beauty of your spirit. You don't even seek, but it is in itself is filled with that joy of the spirit. And it only can be satisfied by itself. There are many people who say, I am not satisfied. You see, this I am not very much satisfied. It's not that I am satisfied. In the same way, the spirit can say, I am not satisfied. But the spirit can be satisfied with spirit only. It's like the reflection in the mirror. When you look at the mirror, you see there your own reflection. Now, if the mirror is not all right, I will say, I am not satisfied with what reflection we are getting out of this mirror. So you'll change the mirror, you'll bring the better mirror, you'll try to get a better picture of yourself. In the same way, the spirit, which is reflected within you, wants to see its own image. And then what you do is you go on somehow or other changing, cleaning, making it all right through your meditation, so that your spirit is satisfied with the spirit. But those saints in those days, I must say, were definitely very nice and good people. But one thing was there, they were rather strict and disciplining with their disciples. The reason was that they were not realized souls, their disciples. And these gurus thought that unless and until you discipline these people, they'll never rise. They'll never become something great. So they are to be disciplined. And those who were seekers of truth accepted. All right. Whatever you say, we'll do. Even if you ask us to fast, we'll do. They'll stand on their heads, all right, stand on our head. Do what you say, I will be willing to do it. You don't have to worry on that point. And that's how they were very disciplining time. But in Sahaja Yoga, There's no discipline taught. The reason is you are realized souls. Your spirit is there and the spirit gives you the light. In that light you see yourself so clearly and you can discipline yourself. I don't have to tell you. You know that so many people have given up drugs overnight. But I never told them, I never even talked about drugs or anything. And how did they do it? Because they had the light. And this is what is you have got today in the light of the Spirit. You become absolutely independent and absolutely free, complete freedom, because you have the light. You cannot do wrong things. Supposing now there is light and there is some sort of a big explosion taking place. I won't run towards the explosion. No, you won't run either, because you have got the eyes. So the Spirit and its light is the greatest guiding factor by which you become, as I said, Gunatit, you become Kalatit, and you become Dharmatit. Still he will go on making mistakes and troubling himself or troubling others. So this is what you have achieved through your enlightenment, that you are beyond all this. And you become a person of a temperament which is so loving and so joyful. I mean, it's so many examples I can give in Sahaja. It has happened that I have seen the beauty of their love and affection. Not only towards me, but towards others also. Only if it is only towards me, I can explain it. But I can't explain the way they are kind to people, as I told you yesterday, that these people went to Israel, now they went to Egypt, they went to Russia. Who told them? I never asked anybody to go anywhere. On their own they felt they have to go and do this job, and they have to help people to get out of their ignorance. So today, on such a day when you are celebrating my 75th birthday, and so many balloons are there. They are very remarkably, very picturesque and have colors of different types expressing your love for me. In everything I see your love. Whatever you have done here, all your decorations, everything, I feel my children are so loving. I have done nothing for you. I don't know what makes you feel such gratitude. I still want to know what have I done. I have done nothing. But the way you want to express your love is very surprising, except for, I would say that you got the light of your spirit. In that light, might be you see something different in me, but the way you are showing your gratitude is really beyond. As the other day one of the speakers said that you don't thank your mother, take her for granted. It's a fact. There's no need to thank me, you have to take me for granted. But the way you want to thank me, just like a small little child would like to thank, just become like children. You're so enthusiastic about it, and you don't understand that normally is not done like this anywhere. Nobody tries to be just like children expressing their beautiful love. It's a very new thing that one can see. Such peace, such love, such joy all around in a far-fetched place like this. How could you do that? How could you manage that? It's not easy to understand. It's not for human beings to see that. They just don't understand how these people are like this and why are they living like this so happily. Now you have comforts in the house, you are living so well in your houses, everything is there, but here in this scout ground, it's not such a comfortable place to live. But you can live anywhere, I know, I've seen it. Wherever you are, as long as there are Sahajogis around, you don't care for anything. And this collective enjoyment of each other, without any expectation, without any criticism, without any gossip or any nonsense like that, is so beautiful. And even when you pull each other's legs, I enjoy your jokes and understand that it's such friendship, such beautiful friendship. Whether you are from India or from England or from America or from any other place, you find this such oneness of understanding, oneness of movement. Like one wave rises and another wave rises, another wave rises. It's continuous, eternal. And this is what one has to achieve for others also. For that also must remember that you have the light others don't have. So you have to be very considerate, tolerant and understanding about their problem. And just listen to them. What is their problem? First they'll tell you that my business is going down, or they might say that my wife is no good, or my son has no job, he is not working, all kinds of things they might tell you. Listen to them. For them it is important. All right. After that, you will find gradually, you see, they'll soothe down. Because you are emitting love. You are emitting joy. You are emitting confidence through your spiritual awakening. You have those powers. You just stand anywhere and you can create peace in that place. You can create happiness in that place. So, be confident. Don't lose your confidence. Also, your wisdom to understand others will be very much convincing for other people to understand that they are something exceptional. They don't get angry, they don't get into temper, they are not mad people, they are not after some sort of a craze, just very, very balanced people. And this, you don't have to practice, it is there. It is within you and you should be proud of it. You should not think that it is something that you have to achieve or to become. You have it. Within yourself, you have it. Only thing that you have to see in the light of the Spirit yourself. It just is a very simple thing and that works out. It is not easy for others to understand you, but it should be very easy to understand them because you were like that before and now they are seeing you and they will become like. It's very simple. You can see this, that I started Sahaja Yoga with one lady. And now today, see how many are there. Now what have I done? I really don't know. What have I done? I have no idea. And what you think, such gratitude and enjoyment and joy. So all these things, whatever I have told you, you have to be aware of your being, of your own self, of your spirit. That you are the spirit. And as you are the spirit, you are beyond all these things. And once that happens, you'll be amazed. What a personality you are.